1948, Phineas Gage was struck through the brain during an accident on the railroad. Miraculously, he survived, though his temperament had been altered. Thus, he proved the usefulness of the modern lobotomy.
This was a lot of fun. Bizarre in the best way. Really nails that sort of, that 50s educational video vibe down to a T with the camera cuts and the just the whole demeanor and all that. Just fantastic. Really enjoyed it. Shooting it on Super 8 was a great choice, obviously, given the era. All in all, I just thought it was wildly creative, just brilliant all around. Just a fantastic concept, and loved the execution. Pun intended, I guess. I really just want to kind of go back and watch this one again. There's a lot to enjoy there. It seems pretty simple and straightforward, but it's also just delightfully dark and twisted. Really enjoyed it.
It's surprisingly hard to kill a man. Yes, it is. This was so awesome. The filmmakers just, they nailed it. I mean, I love the effect that they put on this to give it that aged film kind of look. Costuming was on point. The actress did such an amazing job in capturing that 1955 cadence, because it was something very, very specific, that TV voice that people have back then, and she just nailed that. Story-wise, this had so many funny moments that were really, really good. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was highly entertaining, and it definitely captures your attention right from the start.
It's surprisingly hard to kill a man. Okay, that title alone is freaking good. I was intrigued by this movie just by the title, but it became even better when I actually watched the film. I was blown away by its retro vibe. I love all footage from the 1960s, 1970s, 1950s, and this film films like a 90s, 50s, 60s or whatever informative scientific video. And I love the concept, I love the style, and I found the theme very interesting too, because it explores what it means to kill a man and dealing with the consequences of it. Like, if this person, the girl who's talking, kills a man because the man molested her or did something wrong to her, and then she becomes the villain, she becomes the person that is persecuted by the authorities. I mean, we don't see this in the movie, but she explains it in a very unique way, and I found that fascinating. And I found the performance by this actress particularly good. She was very convincing, she was terrifying. I don't know who she is. I wrote her name at somewhere. I tried to look at her in IMDb, I couldn't find it. But man, she's terrific. She was so convincing, and the whole thing was excellent. It was quite a fun, disturbing, amazing experience. Thanks for saying it.
It's surprisingly hard to kill a man is this how-to training video, in a sense, that is filled with nostalgia. It gives almost this vintage appeal, as if it's like meant to be from, as early as the 50s, before, a time when women were still heavily fighting to have a say in the matter, right? And I think it pokes at the idea of that women's rights still, even today, are constantly being challenged, and it's not easy to kill a man, and that's what is this training video, in a sense, is about women, talking and explaining, this sense of death, and it's filled with a heavy amount of satire and these touching points, I think, that as, it's one of those things of, since Roe versus Wade, I think this is something that the filmmaker is possibly highlighting on, is like, we are living in this patriarchal society, and we are still fighting for women's rights today.